In this module, we'll look at identifying what type of system you'll be using and the equipment that you need for each type of installation and how to install that. This will support the electric technology curriculum point regarding installation of electrical wiring and equipment. When you go on site in the real world and you need to replace an emergency light, you might not know which system you're dealing with. The best way to figure out what type of system you're dealing with is to head straight to the circuit board. The circuit board must have some kind of warning label on it, like this, and often it will say down the bottom, testing is automated, or something to that effect. If it's got that on the circuit board, then you know you're working with a self-testing system. Also on the circuit board, or somewhere near it, you might have another sticker that just explains, hey, this is an automatic system. Another way to figure out what type of system you're looking at is on the actual light. For this example here, you've got the label, but also only one light for charge. That's required by the standard. Elumen lights also follow the standard for the status light, which is yellow, and there's a blue light as well for networking systems. If it's got these three lights, then you know that you're working with an automated system. And here the sticker says it's self-test. The other way is if you see a gateway on site, that's a dead giveaway that it's a remote monitoring site. This one is for Elumen networking. It's important that you identify what type of site you're on, because if it's a self-testing site, in order to maintain the benefits of self-test, you need to replace any self-testing lights with self-testing lights. Because if you replace it with a manual light, you're going to have to do the 90-minute drop test. To install a traditional emergency light, you're going to need the light itself, a test switch, its own dedicated circuit for testing, and you'll need to record everything in a logbook, like this. To install an automated system like Elumen self-test or Elumen networking, you just need an emergency light. You don't need a dedicated emergency circuit. That's right. Automated systems only need to be connected to the nearest hard active circuit, because each luminaire has its own timer and switch that manages its discharge tests. This makes automated systems ideal for heritage sites, as you don't need to punch through asbestos or sandstone in order to wire in a dedicated emergency circuit. You can just attach it to the closest hard active circuit. The only difference between Elumen self-test and Elumen networking in terms of equipment needed is for Elumen networking, you need a gateway. Think of it as the bridge that connects the lights to the cloud. If you've been asked to install a D63 light, what you'll have to do is connect to the Elumen app, which you can download for free here. What you do is head over to the light, tap on Actions and Settings, and then under the classification subheading, you can make your selection here. In the next section, we'll go through commissioning in the app.